Hello, I think we're on mute on here. I'm not sure if we are. Okay, our audio is on. I thought I saw a mute sign. Okay, so like everyone has said, welcome back to another year of meetings. We have a good lineup going on for us, and we're going to start off with Atharva Roy is coming to present about the process of 3D printing some fossils and all that fun stuff entails. So come on up and all this stuff.
Hopefully.
You're young, you should, you're raised on it. So
Yeah, that's all I do.
I'll let you take it away. Thank you.
Right. All right, so can everyone online see the screen share?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to get started here. So hello, everyone. My name is Atharva Roy, and I'm an APS member. I'm going to be very quickly talking to you all about the process of making 3D scans and models of the APS fossil collection. I made them back in last summer, and they're now up on the website and Polycam. So I discovered Polycam in December of 2023, and it can be used to make 3D models of different real-life objects, and you can use them to make files, which you can import online and use them for a bunch of things, really. So Polycam can be used on any phone, but depending on the phone that you have, it can be used for different types of 3D scanning. So Polycam can use LiDAR scanning, Gaussian splatting, and photogrammetry. So photogrammetry is the type of scanning that I went with, and photogrammetry is basically taking a bunch of pictures of the object that you want to scan from as many different angles as possible, and you have to make sure they're well lit. And so what this does is Polycam actually compiles all the information based on the object that you were taking pictures of, and it compiles the 3D geometry of that object based off of those pictures. So if your pictures are not clear, there will be an issue in the actual fossil, and something won't end up right. And that's happened to me before, and it's taken a while to find the picture that was blurry, and it's not fun. So what's next? Yes, so there is a video tutorial on Polycam's YouTube channel about making these 3D scans using photogrammetry. So it's like a 2-minute video. It's pretty interesting. And so after I finished the scans, I actually made the scans on my phone, and then I accessed my account from the website over here. So Polycam is a paid subscription to make unlimited photogrammetry scans. So my mom kindly paid for that. And once I signed in on here, I was able to download the scans to my computer as a .glb file. So a .glb file is just a 3D file type that's best used for viewing 3D scans. And if you want to 3D print these scans, you actually have to convert it to a .stl file. And a .stl file is just basically a universal file type for 3D printing stuff. .glbs just don't work out as well. And so these scans are not perfect, so there might be some issues when you're 3D printing them, but they are pretty good for educating the public and if you found something cool and you want to identify it. So to actually view the scans on the Alberta Paleontological Society website, what you can do is you can go to resources and fossil collection. And from here at the bottom of the page, you will see all of the scans that I made. So when you put your cursor over open, it highlights the entire row of the actual scan, and that gives some basic information on the specimen. So let's say you want to look at this Notosaur scute. If you highlight this, it should say the accession number, the description of the fossil, the identification, formation, the time span of that formation, and some general locality information. And so from here, if you click open, you can interact with it by holding left click and just moving your cursor in any direction. Scroll wheel forward to zoom in and backwards to zoom back out. And if you want to do this, you can hold left click and just move the entire scan just by moving your cursor. And so if you want to exit this, you can hit escape on your keyboard, or there would be an X in the top corner of that screen. And if you want to download the scan, you can make a free account on Polycam, and you should be able to download it as a .glb file in the Explorer area. So once you're here, you can search up APS in the Explorer section in the search bar, and the second or third-ish line is where the results should come up. So this is the dinosaur skin that I scanned, which is very cool. You can interact with the scan in the same ways on the APS website. Left click to move it around, scroll wheel to zoom in and out, and right click to move the entire scan. And if you click on these three dots over here, there is some basic information about it that I just copied and pasted. And if you want to see the full list of scans, you can go to the profile by clicking on this profile picture over here and seeing all of this. So, yes, so if you did want to go over any of this information again, I did make a quick video on the APS YouTube channel. It's like 2 minutes long, and it goes over the instructions on how to interact with the scans on the APS website. And yeah, before I finish up, I wanted to give a very big thanks to Mona Trick, Howard Allen, and Eric Campbell for all of their help in this project. It definitely would not have happened without them, and it turned out really well. Also, if you are interested in 3D scanning your own collection, we are currently planning a 3D scanning workshop in the 2025 symposium, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Any questions?
Yeah. So when you're photographing, and I would say it takes like 2 minutes to photograph.
Around, yeah. So I'll just use this as an example. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the area that you're in is well lit, and you want to make sure that your photos are clear. I said that already, but you want to get as many angles as you can. So if let's say you're trying to take a scan of this area of the skull, and if you skip out completely on like taking the angle from the back and this side, it would make this entire texture just a round mesh because it just wouldn't have the information for that area. Anyone else?
So it extrapolates.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It takes like the information from just the surroundings and how each distinct part of the fossil is positioned relative to the other one, and that's how it compiles its information mostly.
So with that skull, how many photos would you take
To get a good scan of it, it's something like 150 to 200. It's quite a lot, and the file size turns out to be quite large. I think the largest one that I took ended up being like 150 megabytes, so it's not small. Sometimes, depending on the amount of pictures you take, yes. So if you take if you're taking a scan of a smaller object, then it would take less time because you have less pictures. But if you take more pictures, then it would take more time. So. Pardon? The 151. I'm pretty sure that was the ceratopsy and horn core, and that was like 200 pictures. So, yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you so much.
I was actually really enjoyed, and I want to kind of look into 3D printing some of my own fossils. That's quite a neat idea.